Stupid Wizards Actual People contains content for adults. Content warnings can be found in episode descriptions. Listener discretion is advised.
It's quiet, and it's warm, and Kellen, you open your eyes, and you kind of blink, and your eyes kind of adjust to the darkness a little bit, and you're sitting at a table. The table's shaped like your family's dining room table, that weird, like, oblong, ovular table, which has, like, the end cut off, so it has, like, one flat thing, just kind of make it fit right, but you're, like, as far as you can tell, you're just in a black room. You don't see anything outside the radius of this light. It's just a simple oil lamp is sitting on this table, and there are 2 chairs. You're sitting at your place at the table, like you always are. And at the head of the table, where your dad would normally be sitting, you see a figure. And though she doesn't look familiar to you, you know who this is. You've had conversations with her before. She sits legs crossed, kind of impatiently tapping a finger on the table. She's kind of humanoid in shape. She's got kind of a pinkish purple hue to her skin, and she has long raven hair that's kind of curly and crimped. And she just looks at you, waiting for you to say something.
We're meeting face to face, it seems.
Yeah.
I'll sit down.
Didn't expect you to die.
Yeah, I wanted to die at one point. I didn't think I was going to die there, though. I thought I had a pretty good plan.
Oh, the monster was chasing you.
Oh, it worked. Did it kill it?
Yeah. I mean, but it got you, and you look down and you realize there's like a knife sticking. You don't feel any pain or anything, but there's like, you see your brother's pocket knife just like stuck in you.
Oh, well, can I take this out?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'll
As you pull it out,
out?
the knife disappears into smoke in your hand. This is kind of just the waiting room.
The waiting room for...
Oh, you're going to hell.
Right.
Yeah. After some amount of time, it kind of varies from person to person. Somebody will come in, they'll touch you, not inappropriately or anything like that, but your bones will disappear, your flesh will melt down. You'll become a lemur, kind of little flesh puddle.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it's going to be a really rough couple centuries before, you probably make a name for yourself and claw your way up the ranks. It's gonna suck, but here we are.
I look around and it's just a void in the table.
Yep.
Is this where you've been the whole time?
Yeah. I hate this table.
I don't particularly care for it either.
I mean, every once in a while I get to see the world through your eyes and be in control.
Yeah. So we just wait here.
Well, yep. Unless, they do something to fix you.
Well, then I'm sure we won't be here for very long then.
I mean, time's weird. It might be, you might, go through the transformation. It might be, a decade or 2 in your mind before they get you out. It just depends on how quick they're out there and how time is relative here. I'm trying to delay you going to hell as much as I can, but there's only so much I can do.
Well, now that we've met face to face, I guess I can finally ask your name. I mean, I can ask your name before, but it's a little bit, now we're person to devil.
You can call me Lena.
Lena.
I mean, maybe once you've earned the right to know my name, you can know what that's short for.
I have to earn the right. You realize that you've just been hitching a ride in my body, my soul, my entire life, but I have to earn the right to know who you are.
I didn't choose to be here.
I didn't choose to be your cage either.
Yeah, but...
So we're both in a shitty situation.
I'd argue that I'm in the worst one.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm dead now, and I'm going to hell, and apparently we're still just attached to each other. I can't escape you, no matter what.
Yeah, but I can't escape you.
It seems pretty equal to me.
But imagine you being forced into, like, I don't know, I'm not trying to be offensive here, but like, I don't know, a pile of shit? Is it worse for you or the shit? Because the shit can't help it that you're there. I mean, shit's not living. I don't know, a rat? Is it worse for the rat or is it worse for you being stuck inside of a rat? Again, not trying to be insulting, but you are a lesser being and I'm forced inside of you. So anything you do that's dumb, I'm stuck with. Like, I don't get to control my actions. You don't get to control yourself. What? So what? I killed a couple of adventurers. So what? I burned a town guard so I wouldn't be hung. I burned down one building. What's what? Combined time, I burned down a shed once, I think. So what? I get 10 minutes of freedom and, you get to be yourself. How old are you? 28 years old? Minus 10 minutes. Oh no, you're imprisoned. It's so terrible. Oh no, I have to go to hell now, but I have to be stuck inside of somebody who's in hell. So I am in hell, in somebody else, unable to do anything. Like, I get to go home, but I don't get to be home because I'm still a slave. Oh yeah, it's tough being me. Get over yourself. And my dad traded my soul to save somebody's life who I love. Oh no, woe is me. My dad threw me away. He shoved me inside of a rat, remember? So if you want to compare who has it worse, I mean, yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
I'm welcome?
Yeah.
For what?
Remember when you're talking about those monster hunts with your brother? When you could fight the skeletons off? Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, whose magic saved your lives? Don't say it was yours, because you don't have any magical aptitude. When you shoot those little attacks, whose power is that? Is it yours? Can you conjure the eldritch energy that binds the planes together?
Okay, you're in a shitty situation. I agree. How do we get out of it? I mean, surely you've just been sitting here at this table. You've had to have come up with some sort of a plan.
Yeah, waiting on you to get a little beefier.
Oh, well, our DM doesn't let us level up very often.
I don't know what that means. I mean...
We lose every fight.
Oh, trust me, I am well aware. You have no idea what it feels like to know that you could just crush something and watch you lose to it over and over and over again.
Well, then why don't you help? More than, I guess.
Oh no, you killed my friends. That's why.
Well, there's got to be a meeting in the middle, a happy medium, a compromise.
Yeah, you need to learn to control a little better.
Okay.
Like, you don't remember this, but remember when you burned those 3 adventurers to death?
You burned those 3 adventurers to death.
Do you remember what you were doing? You were hunting something, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Troll, right?
Yeah.
Remember when you went to the cave? You guys were going to kill the troll? Do you remember that wasn't a troll? It was a troll nest? Like, there were dozens? Like, you guys weren't going to live anyways? So I burned everything? Oh, you're welcome, you're not dead. I'm sorry your friends aren't immune to fire, but neither are trolls. See, every time that you've killed somebody, I've saved you. You were going to die. Quinn was going to put you to death.
At my request.
You don't get to choose where I go. That's not fair. I was trying to avoid being in prison in hell in an even weaker body than you're already in now. So before you start making decisions about your life, remember there's another life tied to your life. Have you ever stopped to think that I'm a person?
Okay. I guess I haven't thought about it that way, but I didn't think I really needed to think about it that way, because I didn't know that the circumstances of our situation. What do you want?
Well, if your brother and I don't know what she is, the woman who's not a woman, if they manage to get you out of hell, we can talk about what we want. Otherwise, I guess we'll just wait to see how you do in hell. Because when you lose what little power you have now, there's nothing I can do for you.
So when I become this lemur that you're speaking of,
it's literally a puddle of moving flesh. You won't even be able to string a sentence together. You're going to be real dumb.
You will be even more trapped than you already are.
I'll be trapped in something useless, as opposed to something weak.
Well.
And then you hear a door creak open, and she turns and looks as a door opens into the blackness.
So just to remind me, set the scene. So Willow...
She went over and she like poured a potion down his throat. Okay. And you guys like, you've done this before because you've lost fights before where somebody went down, you pour a potion in their mouth and they, they kind of like smelling salt situation, or they kind of like gasp, come to. Like, that hasn't happened. He's just laying there. The knife is still stuck in him. She's kind of cradling his head, like forcing a potion down his throat.
I think as we, sit there and wait for a second, Willow, why is he not moving? Why is it not working?
I don't know. I think.
Do you have another one? Give him here.
Willow, give me a medicine check.
Yes. Oh, that's just a 5 on the dice.
This is why we can't do anything.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think I swoop down and scoop up Kellen into my arms, and I'm like, Kellen, wake up.
He's limp, and his eyes are open. Now that you're like close up, face to face with him, like he's not like asleep. His eyes are open. He's limp in your arms.
I think looking into his eyes, I look up at Willow, and I'm like, Willow, do something.
I will
fucking help him.
I will remove the knife from his. Is it in his chest or his abdomen?
It's like
okay.
Stuck in his like.
Okay,
like
I'll
abdomen.
remove it and see how bad this wound is.
It's not like in his heart, but it's like heart adjacent. It's like just in his chest.
I don't understand. This shouldn't have hurt him as badly.
Kellen, you need to wake up.
Like he looks like he's beat to shit. This thing was like hammer blowing him. Like he looks like he like got in a gang fight. Like they were stomping on his face on the ground. Like he doesn't look good. He's very badly beaten because this thing hit you like 10 times. He's been busted up.
We're at the crossroads, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick Kellen up and
drag him.
No, I could probably pick him up.
I'm just a person. Yeah, you lift him over.
Gee, that's dead weight.
Is dead.
It is dead weight.
I'm gonna pick Kellen up and I'm gonna look at you and I'll be like,
is that where that saying comes from?
Dead weight, yeah.
Dead weight, like lifting a dead body?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Josh Matney. I play the role of dead weight.
I will pick Kellen up and I'm gonna look at you and I'll be like, Mom will know what to do. Let's get him there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, as quickly as I can, carrying Kellen, start heading back towards the house. And I think along the way, I'm just like trying to like jostle him awake in however way I possibly can.
Yeah, he's just not responsive.
Arriving to the house, what does it look like? Are the lights still off?
The lights are on.
Okay.
You can see as you're approaching the house, you see a shape moving back and forth as though somebody's pacing in the house.
I think I try to kick the door in because my hands are full, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, the door will kick open.
I'm gonna rush in and like shove him onto the table, like shoving anything else that was on the table off.
Yeah. As you burst in, like your mom, she flips around and she pulls her bow and she draws it. As she sees like you're carrying him, she'll like immediately like,
Mom, you've got to help him.
Yeah, he's
not waking up.
Drop it down, and as you throw, you slide the table, a half-eaten plate of food splatters to the floor. That's right, half-eaten plate of food splatters to the floor. Josh, you're not gonna get to finish your meal. And your mom, like, is frantically, like, very seriously and frantically is, like, kind of, like, checking him for
what can we do?
Anything. Her eyes well up as she, like, touches his neck. She'll kind of, like, just go into a quiet state of shock. She'll shakily put a hand over his face and close his eyes.
What are you doing?
She'll grab you. She'll, like, kind of grab you double-handed by the face on each side of your face, and she'll set you down. And she'll be like,
I think I refuse. Like, I'm just going to... I'll stare at her, but I'm not going to sit down.
Okay. Well, she tries to force you down. She doesn't want. She'll look at you. She's like, "He's gone."
No, he's not.
She's like,
"We can fix this.
We can fix this. We have to find somebody who can.
Who in town can fix this?
I don't know if there's anybody who can raise the dead in town. We will find out. He has not been gone long. We still have a little bit of time to fix this. He's not been gone too long. He is dead.
I think
Did you find your father?
I think she says he is dead. I push her off of me and I go, no, I don't know where the fuck he went, but I'm going to find somebody that can fix this. I think I just leave.
Where as you like go to leave, she'll like grab your arm. She's like, where are you going? Where are you going to go?
I don't know.
Because there's a couple places we could look. We could look at the college, but, you know, your father might know something. But
well,
he's
I don't
not
know
here.
where he's at. He just left.
And then, and now that's what you're doing. We could go to the market because there might be somebody that does some magic works, but apparently it's been burned fucking down.
I think my shoulders slump a little bit.
We have to find something out. We have to figure what happened.
Tabitha showed up and she summoned some shadow creatures, and one of them used my pocket knife to stab Kellen.
Okay. So, all right. So your trap didn't work, right? You were going to trap her?
It kind of went off the rails. Willow, can you talk to Selune or something and see if there's anything she can do?
I can try, but just be quiet for a moment.
Somebody shut the fuck up and let me do my work.
I'll go over the table where Kellen is laying down, and I'll kind of close my eyes and just reach out the same way I have been. I've had success in the past before, and I'll try it again. So I'll reach out to Selune in my mind and just mostly just be pleading that for something that can be done. I don't know what that would look like, whether that's knowing where someone who can help is, or if she can help herself or something. That's what I'm asking for.
So as you close your eyes and you ask for help, again, it seems like it's been a very long time. For you, Vincent, it seems like maybe 10 seconds or so. Mm-hmm. She just goes quiet. Suddenly, you get a blurry vision of a small stone building that in there are, it's dark and there are cobwebs and it's dirty and old and unkempt. And you see scried on the wall the word Creen, Creen. And then you open your eyes and everybody's kind of looking at you expectantly. Except for Kellen, who's laying on the table dead.
Oh, no.
Ruining the nice linen.
Oh, my God, is he okay?
Does that mean anything to me?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what. Mom, do you know what that means?
She's thinking and she's like, she's like, no. And then the door to the house burst open.
I think me and Cinny, I draw.
Your mom immediately pulls her bow again and in lightning fast, she's 2 arrows knocked, ready for a double shot, pointing at the door.
And I'm rapier drawn.
Your dad bursts through the door. He's his body is surrounded in an aura of grayish green energy, and he looks a little bloodied up, and he has dragging by a coat a person behind him that he is dragging into the house, and he kind of stops and he looks around. He has his hand raised. His door was ajar and people were yelling in the house, and he's like, "What's going on?"
I think that we do that very cinematic thing. So the camera's in Edward's POV, and Sandy and I both kind of step to the side so that he can see Kellen's body on the table.
The glow will drop from his body. He'll kind of lower his hand. You can see that he visibly deflates, and he drops the person he's dragging by the scruff. You recognize a long, colorful red duster, a large matted beard, and bloody-faced looking kind of up at you is your old captain from your pirate ship. Kruk. Couldn't remember his name for a second.
Is he unconscious?
He is he looks terrified and he smells like shit, he just pissed and shat himself, and he is not looking great. Looks like he just got the shit kicked out of him, but he's alive.
That was the last person I expected you to say. Oh, everything in me wants to just kill him, but that's not narratively very good. Oh, my immediate thought was I'm just going to kill him, but because I was immediately going to try to fight my dad, but fuck, I did not expect that.
Expectations subverted.
Oh my God, yeah, I did not expect that at all. Okay, I know that you're dealing with a lot of new information right now, but I'm also dealing with a lot of new information. What the fuck is happening? Where the fuck did you go?
Well, you guys, first,
can you do anything about this?
he goes over and he same thing as your mom did. He like checks his pulse and everything like that. He's like, this is not my magic. Like,
Who can fix this, Dad?
there's no clerics in town that can do this. We need to find a scroll or a ring.
Where? I don't have time for your fucking explanation. Just tell me where.
Let's think. No.
Does the word Kreen mean anything to you, Dad?
Rein. Kreen family. Yeah, they founded the town. There's a...
Do they have a mausoleum?
Yeah, the old church to Paylor. The church isn't there anymore, but there's a cemetery.
I turn Willow.
Where the old town center used to be. It's about a mile outside of town.
Can you run as fast as you can?
I can.
Can you run as fast as you can? Oh, God.
I can.
Go to this town center, find the mausoleum.
Old town center. It's about a mile west of town. It's not like the town moved. There was an earthquake.
I leave. I'll take off in a dead sprint. Pun intended.
You know who's not dead spinning right now because he's just dead.
He's just dead.
Why is he here, Dad?
Because
you give me a concise answer or I'm going to kill him. And I like point the rapier that I was pointing at him and I like pulled it to Kruk's neck.
I don't care.
I think as soon as he says I don't care, I
Is
slip the knife into his throat and end his life.
Okay. He's like, all right, well, he was going to explain some stuff to you. As he's like starting to like bleed out, your mom goes over there to cast like cure wounds and like staunch his bleeding. He's like, I can tell you if you want. You know where? I mean, I thought you want to hear it from him.
I started the sentence with "I don't care. I'm going to kill him."
Listen, everybody needs to. You need to put that down.
I think I pointed at him. Stop telling me what the fuck to do. Your son is dead on that table. Where were you?
He's like, I went to go get this fastener that you lost in case we lost the shaft. What were you doing?
Did he produce the fastener?
No. He's like, I went to go get the piece that you guys lost. Because this was, no offense, more important than I thought you could probably handle. Instead, I found out that somebody took it from him. And I was bringing him here to explain where you guys can get the second piece in case there was something wrong with the shaft.
Is he put back together?
Who, Kruk?
Yeah.
I mean, she just did like your mom's a ranger. Like
sure.
she casted like a level 1. She's not very good at magic, but she can cast basic cure wounds. So she like sealed his neck up so he didn't bleed out.
Okay.
He still looks like his ass got kicked.
Yeah, I'm going to kick him over and
He's like,
explain yourself or you're going to die.
He's like,
I will obviously not hesitate to do that again.
He's like, calm it down, boy. I didn't think you had it in ye. Kill an unarmed man.
I press the tip to his throat. I have it more than in me. Explain who took the fastener.
He's like, I was a crazy bald man with shadows and a sword of black.
Silas, okay. Is there anything else that you're supposed to tell me? You better choose your words carefully.
I can tell you where he was going.
I remove the sword from his throat. Stand up.
He kind of like weakly pushes himself up and he groans, and as he like stands up, he's like kind of holding his side, which is like bleeding pretty badly.
I walk over to the table and I grab a chair and like it's somewhere in between sliding and throwing it at him. Like it's not like a full throw, but I'm like sliding it across.
It topples him. He kind of like falls over and he like gets himself back up and like sits down in the chair, like very wobbly, and he's like, "You got any rum?"
Shut up. And I turn back around to face Edward. And I think as I face him, I like look back over my shoulder and then walk into the kitchen and find a bottle of liquor.
Your dad's like nice whiskey is still sitting there on the table where he left it.
Perfect. Yeah,
or not table on those little side.
Yeah, I walk over and I grab that and I take like a huge swig of it and then I like pass it to Mom,
who also will take a large swig of it.
I think I just sit down at the table and I'm kind of like I think I like my hands are in Kellen's hair and I'm like, she's gonna be back soon.
Where did she go? The old mausoleum?
She prayed to Selune, and Selune gave her a vision.
Of the mausoleum?
I don't know, Dad. I didn't see the vision. She just saw the word Kreen and an old dark, like, I'm assuming it's the mausoleum. I don't know. We don't have any other leads or options unless you know something else.
No. So what happened?
Tabitha showed up.
What happened to this setting a trap, a plan?
She showed up quicker than I thought she was going to get here.
Do you talk to her already?
We talked to her when she killed Kellen and took the staff.
Okay, so she has the staff.
Yes.
And so she has the fastener. Well, Silas has the fastener, so she has the fastener, and they already had the spearhead.
Yes.
So they have the spear.
Yes.
I would have died if you would have said, we can postulate that she has the fastener.
No, she has the fastener. The guy told him. So, okay.
Ooh. I think I look up from Kellen and I look at Kruk and I'm like, where's Scarlet?
Huh?
Where's Scarlet? You rode off with her.
Yeah.
Where is she?
With any luck, she's at the. She was tailing the guy who took it.
Do you have a way to get in contact with her? I think we're going to need that.
Does a fish piss in the ocean?
I feel like we have to cut to Willow at that.
Willow, you
Yes.
sprint outside of town. It's not hard to find. There's an old graveyard. There's a couple of stone buildings. It won't take long to find. There's like 3 mausoleums. It's not by any means big. When Brayfall was founded, it was a little bit bigger than it is now. So it's like a decent sized cemetery, but there's only like 3 mausoleums and one of them's bigger than the other ones. And above the door, carved in the stone, says Creen.
Does this look like the building from
Yeah.
my vision? It does? Oh, that's convenient.
It sure does.
Nice work, Vinny. I will...
I don't know why I'm getting credit. Edward was the one that knew.
I'll go in or I'll go up to the building and try to get in. The mausoleum.
Okay. Yeah, it's a stone door that's like sealed.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't open. But I mean, what are you trying to do to get in this building? Willow?
I'm gonna try to strong harm it, I guess.
All right, give me an athletics check.
All right. It's a natural one.
So you go up to this stone door and you're pushing and you're pulling it and you're just trying to get it to open in any way that you possibly can. And just in frustration, nothing happens. Right? So you kind of just like, you push, you pull, nothing, the door doesn't budge. It's just a big stone fucking door and you just can't, you've had a night, right?
Yeah.
And so you kind of just sit down and the clouds part just a little bit and a beam of moonlight points to the roof of this mausoleum.
Is this your way of telling me I need to get on the roof? This is so stupid.
It gets a little brighter.
The clouds pass over and the moonbeam disappears and the clouds part again and the moonbeam hits the same area again on the roof.
I am tired.
I'm late tired.
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm gonna just get on.
a nap.
I'm gonna climb up on the roof.
As soon as you step on the roof, like you step on a weak point and you just fall through and you fall flat on your face on a stone floor.
Ow.
And you look up and you're inside the mausoleum. And you see again, this is the interior of the building, which you saw previously. And again, you see the word Kreen and it's over a sarcophagus, like for lack of a better term, a large stone.
I'll go up to that one
Yeah.
and I'd like to investigate it. Okay, why did she show me this?
Okay. So you look around and it's a casket, stone casket.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay, you slide it off.
I am sorry.
And you find a nicely dressed skeleton. And in its hands, it's kind of sitting with its hands on its chest. And in its hands, there is a rosary with it looks like a diamond pendant on it. And then the hands are holding a scroll.
Oh, I'll pick up both, I think.
In my head, I was just seeing like the moonlight come through that hole in the ceiling.
No,
It points to his balls.
the comedian in me was like, I pick up both, I look at the scroll, I look at the crucifix, and then I throw away the scroll and take the crucifix. No, I'm kidding. I'll take both, and I'll start running back.
Okay. So yeah, you're back in there. Your father has not stopped pacing. He's like mumbling to himself. Your mom is sitting there kind of just very, very quiet, as your mom tends to do when she gets upset.
I think I'm standing in the kitchen.
Boy, can I have some of that whiskey?
I take a drink and just ignore him.
This be mighty awkward in here.
I cork the bottle and chuck it at him.
Oh.
Because he's sitting at a table with a dead body.
He's sitting like next to a dead body. And everybody's like just awkwardly like,
Will this shut you the fuck up for like 5 seconds?
I'll give you a minute or two with the size of this bottle. He just kind of throws it back and chugs it.
I think... Okay. I'm assuming there's a full moon out then tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think I look out the window up at the full moon, and we've already established that Vincent doesn't have any sort of religious beliefs. But I think in his head, he closes his eyes, and in his head he goes, I've never talked to you before, but if you can bring my brother back, I will do anything that you ask.
So as you look over there, because the moon's like kind of like low on the horizon, it's like a hill coming up to the thing. You see a silhouette on the moon sprinting dead at you. It's the shadowed form of Willow in a dead sprint.
Cinematic as fuck.
Fucking cool, Drew.
And she's just like full on like fucking robot Terminator sprinting at you. Like you don't like, you've never seen her move more mechanically, but like.
I think seeing her,
Kind of creepy.
I look
Extremely creepy if you're looking at a robot just run at you, yes.
I think I look past her back at the moon and I go, thank you.
So yeah, so Willow bursting through the door, panting if she panted.
Do I pant?
Do you breathe?
I was going to make this joke earlier because I was like, maybe she's out of breath and that's why she can't move the stone.
I would say like Willow's a little out of breath for sure. Like, I mean, she's tired. She's had a day.
She's had a fucking day. You've all had a day. One of you died. What's Kellen doing? Just kidding.
I don't think anybody can do anything with this. I hold up the crucifix.
It's a diamond pendant.
Or a diamond pendant, whatever it is.
What you need for a raise dead spell. Diamond.
But I do have this. And then I hold up the scroll.
I look at Cindy. I don't know.
Cindy looks at your dad. She looks at you. She looks down at the bow that's still like gripped in her fist, and she looks back at you, and then she looks at your dad, who is clearly the magical one here.
I might be a mama's boy, okay?
And your dad like rushes over there, and he grabs the pendant, and he grabs the thing. He's like, a diamond even. Thoughtful. And he goes over and he sits down, he unfurls the scroll, and a piece of paper falls out of it. And he looks at it, and he's like, and he was reading the little like note that's like was rolled up in the scroll, and he's like, to my heirs, to bring me back when the time when the people are more pure. That sounds terrible. And he throws the note away. And he looks at the scroll and he's like, I'll be damned, Ray's dead.
Will that work?
It goes and he like gets to one of his books and he's like, 100 years. Wouldn't have worked for Crean anyways, old idiot. Yeah. Assuming he's willing to come back. All right.
Will he be the same? Like...
I don't raise dead things.
Will he be healed?
Undead or dead. Wait, hold on. Not a zombie spell. Okay. Not necromancy. Perfect.
Can you just do it, Dad?
He's reading the scroll. And like he ran in his office. He grabs the book. He comes back out. He's like, this is not my magic. Hold on. He's like going back and forth in the scroll in the book. Oh, yeah. This is very doable. Okay. Willow, son, take your mom. Take that. He points to the pirate because like I don't need a distraction. Go to the college, and he's like scrolling things on the list. I need these. These are components. Bring them back to me. I'll prepare the ritual site.
Okay.
Just be careful with the pirate. And he starts taking chalk and incense. He starts like drawing stuff around on the table around.
Okay,
his
I'll
body.
kick Kruk up out of the chair. Go on, let's go.
He's like, this should only take a few minutes, as fast as you can. College, back.
Okay, and
He'll put the pendant over Kellen's neck.
We're just gonna start. I'm gonna kind of like drag Kruk behind and start running that way.
Okay, yep. So you run that way. It won't be hard to the college to find the stuff. Just like so simple, like Eye of Newt, and like basically you go to like his office and like get all this shit.
On the ground outside the college.
Yes, Beardsley's like just passed out on the ground. Kellen, it's been a long day in the tar pits. You've come back from a long, hard day of corralling the new flesh pods. It's probably been about a year or two since you've gotten your big promotion. You're just now, you're still, even though you've been there for a month or so, like in this new form, you're still getting used to like your wings and your little scorpion tail as you're flying around as your little imp form. You remember the exquisite pain of your flesh shaping into this form, but you get to move around now and not just slide on the floor, which is kind of nice.
It's the little things.
Yeah, you have a cram little cave that they shove you in at the end of the night, but hey, it's a living. You kind of plop down in your cave and you kind of curl up and you hear in your head, wow, that was a lot today, huh? Yeah, you just now started getting to talk to her again because when you were a lemur, you could not. Lemur, not a lemur. A lemur is a small furry creature. You just started talking to her again because you can now.
Yeah. It's oddly comforting to hear your voice again.
Yeah, not talking to somebody for that long is... I thought I was going crazy there for a second, you know?
I think I almost went crazy.
And then you hear, oh, thank God. What it took them like not even an hour? They're pretty good.
What?
You feel a warmth in your chest. Like, not like the normal, like, and you immediately flinch because you're expecting like some fiery pain to happen. Mm-hmm. But it's like a comforting warmth.
I don't think I like expect that, or like this is a scared like thing to be feeling, because that's not something that would be normal.
Yeah, so it's gonna feel like a tug. Just let it happen.
Let what happen?
Just let it happen. And you feel like something is trying to pull you. Do you resist? He's like, I know this sounds really bad coming from me, but trust me.
I think with being the only person that I've had any sort of contact with in these however long it's been, or having the absence of having anyone to be in contact with, like, there is like this weird like amount of trust. So I feel it tug me. I let it happen.
Okay. You feel the sensation of being like pulled hard through like almost like thick gelatinous something, like just your body is, and then you snap too, and it's freezing. It's so cold. Your body feels big. You don't have wings. You don't have a tail. You feel weird. You're laying on a hard surface. Your eyes kind of focus. You look down. You're wearing a jet black pendant. And sitting at the head of the table, well, standing, kind of like haggardly leaning over with his hands down, you see your father and your parents' house. It's empty. He looks tired and weak, and he kind of smiles at you, and he's like, all right, I still had enough energy to finish it. Tell Cindy I loved her. And he falls over. As your brother, your mom, the pirate, and Willow burst the door, their hands full of something.
Stupid Wizard's actual people is Drew Burton as the DM, Derek Dix as Vincent Greybane, Josh Matney as Kellen Greybane, and Elizabeth Rein as Willow the Warforged. Follow us on our socials, TikTok and Twitter, and subscribe to our Patreon for access to hours upon hours of bonus content. Find all those important links and more at our website, stupidwizards.com. Episodes are released bi-weekly, with the next new episode April 1st. Thank you so much for listening.
So before you start making decisions about your life, remember there's another life tied to your life. Have you ever stopped to think that I'm a person?
This is getting weirdly pro or anti-abortion.